Welcome back, everybody. Time for Ask the Expert here on CTV Morning Live. And our guest today, Michael Cox, is here from the Scottish and Irish store. If you'd like to get in touch and ask questions, feel free to do so. Matter of fact, we encourage that sort of activity. 613-789-6559, extension 2803. You can email us, you can Facebook questions. The only thing we don't accept question-wise, smoke signals we don't do, and
That's right.
none of that.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Welcome, sir.
Hey, Kurt. Good seeing you again.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Well, this morning we've got a little bit on the wedding tradition.
Right. And this is big, eh? This is, you don't have to be Scottish, Irish, or otherwise.
No, people just love the tradition, and with as well as all our kilt rentals that we do, a lot of people come in and they want to do some of the traditional aspects just to make that special day even a little bit more intense.
Okay.
So what they do is we've got, for instance, closest to you, these are...
Yeah, what are these?
These are called a quaich. A quaich is a drinking cup. And
quaich?
A quaich, yeah.
How do you spell that?
Q-U-I-C-H.
Quaich.
Quaich.
Yeah, quaich.
And actually, the original ones were done hundreds of years ago, and it was used originally for drinking whiskey.
Oh,
so they would carve them out of wood.
Yeah,
and
well, good, I'll
like
get a bigger one, yeah.
Yeah, like a sea scallop, and they would sip it. So then it evolved in the 17th century to what you see now with pewter and silver.
Right.
And the idea is with the two handles, and it's a cup to be shared. So usually the wedding couple, they'll do it in the ceremony to have their first drink together. So they pour wine or whiskey in, and they each take a sip and then pass it over. And there's a lot of little traditions of why you had two hands on it, because in the Highlands, they wanted to make sure they knew where your hands were at all times. And some of them even had glass bottoms, so when you were sipping, you could see what everybody else was doing.
Look at the size of this bad boy.
Yeah, that's the go big or go home.
I'm going, give me this one.
Yeah. And actually...
They're actually quite nice.
Bethany, who was on here just a little while ago, pipe major, she indicated that it's a neat idea that some people, they do for families, if they have a lot of children, they'll get all their children's initials engraved or names in here.
Yeah.
Because it's a family keepsake that you just
can pass this on for various weddings, right?
And you use it, and plus you use it for, when the birth of first child to celebrate, everybody sits around and passes the drink. So that's very, very popular.
It's fabulous, the huge one there.
And another one you have, this is the wedding bell. Now, of course, that's why you see church bells ringing. The idea is to keep the evil spirits away and have good luck for the couple.
Right.
So the confetti was very much later in Rice. Everybody used to ring bells when the couple came out of the church as a good luck. And also...
You would have it engraved here?
Yeah. Well, right on the platter, you could have the initials there, the date of the wedding.
Yeah.
But what you do is at the wedding table, at the dinner table after the couple's married, you'd keep that at the table. So if there was any discourse in the conversation or anything else, you rang the bell to clear the negative vibes, right? And have good vibes coming in and the good spirits. So it's the wedding bell is quite neat.
I like that.
So it's a neat gift for someone.
That's cool.
And we have them in all pewter and in a crystal.
Now you brought a lot of candles.
Yes, there's a big thing now, the unity candles. So what happens is that it kind of become a neat tradition where you have at the ceremony, the bride's side and the groom's side will come over usually before the ceremonies begin and light the respective family candle. And then the couple, usually at the end of the ceremony, will then take light from each of their own family candles and then together light the single one in the middle, which is the union of the two families and the couple together. So it's quite a neat tradition. Of course, you've got all different types of candles with the claddagh, with the Trinity knot.
They have different sayings on them?
Exactly, yes. We've got ones with the Luck and Boo for the Scots.
You have ones that's back there in the gift box there that say just our wedding day?
Yep, you've got that with the Trinity on it. And so you've got, of course, got the main candle, and of course you have to have the candle snuffer.
Oh, the snuffer.
Yes, just to go out, which is neat.
Yeah.
So neat sets we have. And but candles are very, very neat because the whole idea is not so much the candle, it's the action of lighting the candle. That's the tradition.
Yeah, it's a tradition of unity.
Exactly, and it's all these things that the couple are doing together.
Yeah.
And of course, then the other one that's a very old tradition.
What is that?
Well, this is for hand fasting. And so what happens is that, actually in Scotland, it was still legal to have hand fasting up until 1933. That was, you were married once the hand fasting was done. So what happens is that the couple would stand in front of the congregation and they'd hold their hands together, so they'd be like clasped, and then the priest or minister would then wrap
and
the
kind of tie
sash
them
around
together.
it, and then tie the knot, because that's where the phrase came from, tying the knot, And then, of course, they had the wedding. And then if there was a clan tartan, then the groom would take it off, and then he would pin it to the bride to welcome her to the clan.
Right.
And that's, again, just one more tradition that follows through. But the hand fastening is quite neat. In fact, you saw it at...
Is that where tie the knot really came from?
Yeah, Kate and William, when they got married, they did a hand fasting.
Did they?
They had the cloth they did around.
I missed that part.
Yeah.
I was, my
You
eyes
were probably
were filled.
focused when he couldn't get the ring on.
My
right?
eyes were filled with tears, yeah.
Yeah, that was it. So these are just some of the neat wedding traditions that we have in the stores that people can do. And again,
very cool.
It's very traditional, and it doesn't take a lot to incorporate into the ceremony.
No.
But people love it, and there's everybody's tears in their eyes when it's being done, because it is very, very
to be honest
romantic.
with Michael, I'd like to have one of these bells around here.
Yes, there's a lot of discord around here.
It would work around here. It would clear the air and tell us that we have to go to a commercial timeout.
Excellent.
But coming up, we've got more.
Yes, we do.
What are we going to do next?
We've got lots of our teas and biscuits that we have.
Yeah.
And then we've got designer jewelry after that.
Listen, questions about any of the wedding traditions or things that are available at the Scottish and Irish store, questions about how to conduct the ceremony or that sort of thing when it comes to the traditions, we can answer them here. Drop us a line or call. And there's the locations of the Scottish and Irish store. You'll notice a new number in front of the Robertson Road store. It's the same location, they just renumbered it because the city got confused. We'll be back with more of Ask the Expert, the Scottish and Irish store, right after this.